Hi everyone, my name is Lony Nzabi, and this is my project management for game design. Project overview. The project overview was to make a video game for kids age 7 and above with dyslexia to reduce the heavy instructions of the text instructions on the screen. I was using arrows in the game to replace the text information. The project aim, I had to make a first-person low poly design and game design using UI such as health bars and making the game 2 to 5 minutes long to reduce the text image. I had to put the arrows instead, so that way it will reduce the text instructions on the screen. Development process. What I done. This is the mind map I created in week 2 to help me with my researching for my project about making the game that has the inspiration of Super Mario 3D Land / 3D World and Call of Duty because of the first person game. I created it because it was to release the ideas I had in my mind. And I achieved these goals by using Google Books and the Staffordshire University libraries to research articles, books, and references related to accessibility in games, visual navigation systems, level design, player guidance, first person game mechanics. This research helped support my project ideas and improve my understanding of accessibility focused game design. Problem solving approaches. For week 3, half of the sky was light, half of it was dark. I had to adjust that in the settings. I thought I was stuck there, but I found a solution about that in Unreal Engine. The story of my game. The player's mission is to get to the house to be saved from all enemies in the game. One evening, the bears, pandas, and polar bears capture the player to see how strong the player is to get back to the safe land, causing the environment to have challenges such as traps, hazards, to make the journey tough for the player to be saved. 3 main enemies are happy to see the player trapped in the jungle. They came to steal and destroy the player's adventure. The player became a successful, strong character to overcome the tough journey while traveling across the jungle and main town, guided by arrows to help players navigate their way out of the jungle of bears, guided by glowing areas such as the light I put inside the game. So when you play, you'll be able to see the part where I added those type of things in the game. The result, after solving my problem, I got back to making the sky as it's supposed to be. Reflection on my project. Independent learning. I learned how to create a player health bar in Unreal Engine by searching for it on YouTube and watching the tutorial. This helped me to improve my blueprint and UI development skills outside of classroom teaching because lecturers were quite busy with their other schedules, so I had to teach myself something new. This is the video that helped me. This is the evidence of my work. First, I right click to look for user interface, then I select widget. The next thing is I open it up. I added some few things by following the tutorial. And then after that, I had to update my character's health with the blueprint. The results are here. The player's health started going down once the enemies attacked the player. The video that helped me is the link I pasted here. How I made the assets. I opened Blender and imported a simple cube. I added lines to make it neat. I clicked on the face of the cube and then I marked its seam with the right hand click. The next thing is I went on UV editing, pressed U twice to unwrap the object. How I exported my cube from Blender to my desktop. I went back to object mode, file, which is on the top left, export the object as an FBX file, renaming it to something I'll remember. Choose a folder where it will be saved, which was my desktop. How I imported assets. Step 1, I clicked the file and then it opens. From there, step 2, I click which objects I want to bring in. How I made textures in Unreal Engine. This is how I made the textures. I right click in my content drawer, then I choose blueprints materials, then I open it up, I right click, then I type in constant 3 vector. It will give me the node here. I plug it in, I click on the box that we see just at the bottom there, and then it will give us the colors that we want to choose. And this is the final deliverables outcome. I created a player first person prototype in Unreal Engine. I implemented visual navigation using arrows and environment lighting. Added a working player health bar, which I wasn't expecting to learn this, but feel like it's a big improvement I've done for myself. Designed a low poly assets using Blender, importing and textured assets inside Unreal Engine. Develop accessibility focused gameplay for younger players and YouTube tutorials. Features completed. First person movement, navigation guidance system, player health system, enemy damage interaction, environmental lighting improvements, low poly level design. I've used some game design skills as well, which was the blueprints of the enemies to make a move and the health bars. Software is used Unreal Engine to create the game, Unreal Engine 5. Blender was the one I done the 3D modeling of the floors. Google Books to help me with my research. Staffordshire University Library, which was the most important one for my research. Gantt chart, we can't forget this. Gantt chart helped me to complete my project. You can see step by step the first week and then throughout till my final week. Trello has also helped me to complete my project. I had to involve this to do task, doing task, and the task that were done. And I also made the map for the game. And this is the game, Big Residential Trip. I also made a game design document I mentioned in my forums over there. Conclusion. Successfully created a first-person game prototype in Unreal Engine, focused on accessibility and visual guidance. I used arrows, lighting, and environmental design to help guide players instead of relying heavily on text instructions. During this project, I improved my skills in Unreal Engine, blueprint, scripting, UI and health bar systems, Blender asset creation. I could have done better with the trees and stuff. problem solving and independent learning. I also learned how to research solutions and watching tutorials, Google Books and university resources when lectures were limited. This is the gameplay video I recorded, but I'll also include the physical game and zip it up again and re-upload it, and then I'll update my forum. Thanks for watching. Any questions? That's my email.